Welcome everyone to Forza Horizon 2, and today we're dealing with a Playground Select car pack. Newly released today. It's actually free at the moment, so I recommend go and get it if you've got Forza Horizon 2, because there's plenty of good cars in this car pack. And the first one we're dealing with is the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona HEMI. Yeah, I love this car. It's one of my favourites. You might know it as a NASCAR vehicle, or even if you're a bit younger from the movie Cars. But either way, it's a cracking car, 425 horsepower, from its 7 litre V8, and weighs 3,875 pounds. So a hefty car, like a lot of cars from that era of muscle cars, but more than makes up for it with the immense amount of power. Yeah, let's keep it in blue. Does look good in blue. And let's take it for a little test drive. This is actually one of the first NASCAR vehicle to break 200 mile an hour, I think. I swear I heard that somewhere. But yeah, either way, it's still a good car nonetheless. It's characterised by its big wing, low nose, and paint job. And we're in the wet, so it's not going to help this powerful rear-wheel drive muscle car now, is it? But everything you'd expect from a car of this era. Big power, not all that much grip. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you could have endless amounts of fun with this online. There's probably all sorts you can do with it in terms of upgrades. Yeah, if you've driven the Dodge Charger, the standard one, you know, it's basically a more customized version of that. Now let's move on to probably my least favourite car from this car pack, purely because I've never liked it on previous Forza games. But I'll give it a go. And oh no, it's the Fiat first. I forgot. I've got my alphabet mixed up. Purely because we've not had a Fiat on this game yet. But yeah, it's a 1952 Fiat 8V Supersonic. Now this has a minuscule 2 litre V8 with producing 115 horsepower and weighing 2,050 pounds. So yeah, this was made for racing, to compete against Maseratis and Ferraris and Lancias of the time. And yeah, this went for a small V8 rather than Lancia's V6s, Maseratis inline 6 and Ferrari's V12s. And yeah, I think this looks like a cracking car, and it's light, and it's got a tiny capacity V8. I don't think we've had a tiny capacity V8 on this game yet, but I find them to be a joy in driving. And I think this car looks cracking as well. Designed by Gear, so yeah, well renowned for their good-looking cars, even if they're not all that powerful, because they did do the Volkswagen Carmen Gear, and that's basically a Volkswagen Beetle, but less practical. Yeah, this is easily the smallest V8 we've had on this game. A bit slow as you'd expect. It does only have 115 horsepower. I love those dials though. Proper retro. This does have some racing pedigree to it. Does have independent suspension all around. It does have drum brakes, but then again discs weren't a thing back then, so I'm surprised. I do like the sound of it though. I'm guessing you could do all sorts to it as well. See if you could get some more power out of that little V8. I'm sure it'd make some even better noises once it's been a bit upgraded. But yeah, I do like the fact that they do put in more unusual cars like this in. I never even heard of this before it came out on this car pack, so it's always a joy to have a car you've never heard of before in a car pack that's even free. So yeah, this is probably my favourite just in terms of drivability and likability. Now we get onto the Ford, and like I said, it's my least favourite of this pack. All the way across. Yeah, we've not had a Fiat before in this game, so that's why I didn't realise it was before Ford. But anyway, yeah, it's a 1978 Ford Mustang King Cobra. And yes, easily probably one of the weakest entries in the Mustang range. 139 horsepower from its 5 litre V8 weighing 2,669 pounds. So yeah, it doesn't weigh all that much, but engine wise and power wise, it's lacking. I mean, come on, you got a 5 litre V8 and you can't even get 150 out of it. And if you look at the Fiat, 115 from a 2 litre V8, and it's what, 26 years older. So yeah, they could barely get more horsepower from an engine that was more than twice as powerful, more than twice the size of a Fiat from 1952. And yeah, it doesn't weigh all that much, but that doesn't make up for it at all, really. But we'll try it anyway, give you a show off of it. But just the fact that they can only get what, 24 more horsepower, being as compared to a much older car with a much smaller engine. It's just pathetic, really, to be honest. But I'm guessing you all know why it had that little amount of power, because the restrictions of emissions and all that lot came in during that time, and muscle cars suffered heavily because of them. And as a result, cars that were powerful and were fast ended up becoming slow and boring, quite frankly. I mean, it's not pathetically slow. I mean, easy to get to 60 in under 10 seconds and all that lot, but compared to say a Shelby GT500 or other variants of Ford, even the standard one from 1965, which didn't even have 300 horsepower itself, but still, that was decently fast, and it was light as well, so, you know. And look, they didn't even have confidence enough to put it up to more than 100 on the speed up. Well, that could have been down to the fact that regulations as well thought that a low speedometer meant that people won't speed, which is moronic, really, because easily swap them out. Yeah, that's enough of that downer on that. And yeah, here's the next car, the 1986 Honda Civic Si. 91 horsepower from its 1.5 litre thereabouts, inline 4, weighing 1,955 pounds. So yeah, everyone loves a Civic that is into the Japanese cars, and this is one of the earlier variants. Sorry, I need to burp then. You can tell it's 80s because it's squarer than most cars. But yeah, it doesn't weigh all that much, and therefore it can use as much power as all of its power that it has, even though it's not all that much. But I'm still guessing this could make mincemeat of that Ford, with it weighing a lot less and only having about 40-50 horsepower less, and no doubt handling a lot better as well. Because I'm sure if you kept this in the rev range of the high 6,000s, you'd have plenty of speed going as well. Yeah, even Honda predicted 120 for this. This only has 91 horsepower, so that just shows how pathetic and weak that Mustang is. I'm sure many people Civic probably got body kits for it and everything. Yeah, it's just a typical Civic, really. Especially from those early days. Light, reasonably quick, and good at handling. Right, on to to the fastest car from this car pack by a long way, because as you'll see. Just gotta find it. And it's this, the 1997 even, McLaren F1 GT. So yeah, it has 618 horsepower from its 6-litre V12, weighing 2,469 pounds. So basically it's just a racing version of the original McLaren F1, but a lot lighter. As you can see, it's nearly 400 pounds lighter. It does have less power, because I think it's a racing version, so you have to have a certain amount of power or something like that, I bet. But yeah, a lot less weight, which makes all the difference in a car like this. Because even if you have slightly less power, that near 400 pound. What? How have I run out of money? Despite the fact that it's supposed to be free for each time you buy a car, this is too expensive apparently. I don't know how, but apparently each car pack you're supposed to have a car that's free, so yeah, I can't try that out for you right now. So we'll just go on to the final one. I'm pretty sure you know what a McLaren's like. It's not all that much different to the original, just lighter. Yeah, we have the return of Volvo, finally back to the series. 2015 Volvo S60 Polestar, 345 horsepower from its 3-litre inline 6, weighing 3,684 pounds. So yeah, basically it's just a much faster, much better handling S60 by Polestar. Pretty sure you saw the Jeremy Clarkson trying out the uprated hatchback. I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, this is basically it. We can try this one out though, because I can got some tokens. Sorry about the McLaren, but for whatever reason these haven't come up as free, because usually when you get a car pack for the first time each car's free. For whatever reason this isn't, but then again maybe they're trying to rip you off because the pack itself was free. But yeah, I've no doubt that McLaren is a quick car, and a good handling one at that, because the original is as well. But anyway, to the Volvo. As you can see, it's an easily a quick car in its own right, and it's still a practical 4-door saloon, if that's something that really worries you. Plus it also has all-wheel drive, so it's got plenty of grip for the corners. Yeah, I can see this being a good car to race with. As you can see, it's more than capable at handling corners. I do hope Volvo will make a return to Forza 6. I have missed them on recent Forza games. For whatever reason, they've just been left out. Oops, get out of the way. Yeah, this is a really nice car. And as well, decently fast, even like the sound of it. Sounds meaty. But yeah, that's it. Sorry about the McLaren, but I had no idea that I had to pay for the cars first time, like usual. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I highly recommend getting this car pack for yourself while it's free, if you've got the game of course. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.